Well, the last video, I mentioned that I was going to do a tutorial on mixing fluids. It's been some time, I didn't get round to it. This one isn't, it's a review of a supplier. It was going to be how can I put it, a slagging off. But it's not, because there's been a follow-up from what I was going to originally do. It's a nicotine from Bluestar E Liquids. I'll put a link down below. I'm going to show you in the first part what the problem was. It was a bad batch of nicotine. Now, people need to know things like this, just in case they get a similar problem. What I must stress is contact them, your supplier, whoever it is, contact your supplier. Resolve it with them. I eventually got contact with them, and it's now been resolved. They've sent me out a new batch of nicotine concentrate. It was an unusable batch that they got delivered from their supplier. So, in all fairness, it wasn't their fault. It was their supplier's fault. So, credit where credit's due. Thank you to Bluestar E Liquids for the follow-up of that, and sending me out the whole of the order, not just the replacement of the faulty products. One of the products that I ordered was Cherry Bakewell Tart. The only thing missing is the chewing of the tart. I'm going to review it later on. It is awesome. If you like Cherry Bakewells, get some of this. My wife keeps shouting at me, but I digress from that. I'll tell you more later in the juice review. I'm definitely going to be doing one of them. But let's cut to the chase. Let's see what the problem was with this nicotine. So I'll get ready down below. I'm going to be wearing gloves for this because I don't know what is in it. So I'll catch you down below and let's have a closer look. For those who are squeamish, stop the video now. Here we've got me Carefon Light. I was vaping a custard that I'd mixed up. I'd filled the tank up, 4.5 mils. It was a fresh wick in it, and I built it up, juiced it up with this new custard batch that I'd done. Started vaping on it. Halfway through the tank, it stopped producing vapour. I was generally feeling unwell. My chest was tight, and I was not a happy chappy. So, drained my tank and started to investigate. Now this has been drained, but I've not done anything to it. Look at the colour of the liquid that's remaining on the bottom of there. Now you'll see more of that colour when I get inside the chimney. So let me focus in a little bit closer and we can see what the problem is. Take the top off. chimney off. Now what colour should it be? I'm using organic cotton, that colour, Japanese organic cotton. Now bear in mind this has only had about 2–2.5 mils vape through it. That is the colour of it. That's just after half a tank. So like I said earlier, the supplier who supplied it to Bluestar E Liquids mustn't give a monkeys of what you're vaping. And you can see why I'm using gloves on this. That's just on my K-Fun. Now I also add the cherry Bakewell that I mentioned earlier. I had that in the Kanga sub-tank. That again lasted half a day. So look at the colour of that. Now we can't really see, I'm getting it all over me. We can't really see what the state of the wick is, so we're going to pull this apart. Oh, that went skywards. So where's my tweezers? Here they are. Now I'm unaware of what this looks like. You are getting first look. If I can get this out. Come on. You're coming out whether you like it or not. Let me get something to push. That is again around a tank full. Sorry, half a tank. So that is going to get replaced with another one. No wonder I was feeling ill with it. So yeah, that's had it. I'm going to bin that. It's all over the place with that. So back to the original one. The wick's just breaking up on it. It's falling apart. What's that been doing to my lungs? Nasty, nasty stuff. Right, so let me just give that a wash and I'll come back to you after I've washed it. Right, we're back. I've just given it a rinse off, so you can see And that was a brand new coil half a tank ago. Just put it on my eye stick, 30 watt, and I've set it to 15 watts. Come on, focus. Right. There we go. Right, let's have a fire. See. That's giving off some nasty stuff. I don't know whether that coil's going to be salvageable. That's at 15 watts. Ooh, loads of stuff falling off that. Ooh, the smell is horrendous. Right, so it looks like I can actually save that coil. So it's just a build-up of tar and whatever. So I think that wraps it up for that. We'll get back up top and do a summary. And there you go. That was a very unpleasant close look-up at the Kanga sub tank OCC. That was half a day. That was the 1.2 ohm coil. The K-Fon, that was a 0.9 ohm build. Was it? No. Sorry, I lied. The previous one was a 0.9 ohm build. That one was a 0.15. 1.5 even. What's happening to my figures today? It was a 1.5 build, and I was vaping that at 10 watts. So I weren't going silly with the wattage, so I wasn't boiling it or anything like that. And that was half a tank gone through that. So just to repeat what I said at the beginning, Bluestar supplied me with the nicotine. I know it's the nicotine because in them two different tanks was two different flavourings from different suppliers. The PG and the VG that I've got from Bluestar, I've been using it for weeks, months even, and I've not got a problem with it. It was only when I'd gone to this nicotine, and like I said, in all fairness, Bluestar have said that it's the supplier. They've repeated my order, free of charge I may add, so that's got resolved. If you've got a problem with any supplier, contact them, sort out your differences, and let people know about the supplier. In general, I can't knock Bluestar. They supply what you ask for. The product is normally good. It's just the one, but in everything, people always judge you by your worst mistake, the worst job that you've done, or the worst product that you've supplied. They don't recognise all the good ones. So here I'm mentioning the good ones. I've got various flavourings from them: Lambert and Butler, or Lamb, sorry, it's not Lamberton Butler, it's lamb. I've got a custard, I've got all sorts of flavourings from them, and they are very good. The flavour's spot on. It's just that one product that let them down in my book. I'll still use them. They will be a supplier. I'll see what this nicotine's like when it comes, because they've only emailed me today to say that the order is going to be replaced. I had to go with another supplier because I'd no nicotine and I'd no reserves of stock, so I was chomping at the bit. What have I got left? So scraping the bottom of the barrel for a vape. Lesson learned: order some before you run out. So like I say, I'll do a follow-up of this when I get the replacement nicotine, and hopefully that'll be a good batch. So with that, I'm going to end this video because I don't want it to run too long. So until the next one, which hopefully is going to be how to mix your own fluid. I'll try and get that done today. If I don't, I'll get it done tomorrow. So until the next one, I'll catch you later and stay safe.